Darkest dungeon. I finally did that research that I said I was gonna do. I know a little more about the areas. I spent over 2.5 hours writing down notes about the areas, recommended things that I should take on the missions, whether bleed or blight or viable. I even did some boss research too. I did not do research on most of the mini bosses and any of the surprise enemies because I kind of want to experience them normally, but still. There's some good things.
All my life I could feel an insistent gnawing in the back of my mind. It was a yearning, a thirst for discovery that could be neither numbed nor sated.
Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. So I think we did that about 15 times last time. Just make sure all the trinkets are off. How much money we have? I don't have a lot of money. What does that tell me? I think that tells me we start with an antiquarian run. What are you? Jester trinket. Nah. What are you? Nah. Oh, now hold on a minute. Now we're starting to talk. What is our caregivers convention event? What's that about? How Caretaker. Tell me how to view your things. Ah, gee whiz. Well, either way, this has some sort of event associated with it, and it has deeds. We need deeds. We kind of just seem to get busts naturally. So we're gonna come down here. This is our antiquarian quest. Get out of here, all you scrubs. How do we handle antiquarian nonsense? Well, let me tell you. First, we decide which one we want to take. We want to take Fort Knox, of course. Where do you want to be, Knox? We'll put you in 4th for now. See what else we want to do here. This is a veteran medium mission. Veteran would suggest to me that at least somebody competent needs to be in there. Now, a lot of my research suggested that we get more Hellions. Hellions appear to be an extremely powerful unit late game. We want more grave robbers. We probably want another man-at-arms, maybe even lepers. So I think we're going to go with an approach of getting them in the future. But for now we're going to make her as good as we can because we want her to thrive in these 2 slots. I also saw that Adrenaline Rush is suggested in certain areas, but for now we're just going to put her there. I think getting melee trained up is important as well. And who do we want our healer to be? We don't really have any low-leveled healers, which annoys me a great deal. The occultist, you know, I've been trying to get another occultist. That one's not my fault. Or at least I like to claim it's not my fault. These guys seem to be pretty proficient, so let's get some trinkets going. Dismas's head always goes to you. We want you to not be a stressed boy. Or perhaps we do. Who knows? Maybe trying to get virtues is a good thing. Let's see. Ranged. What do we lose out on? We lose out on melee. We get a lot of shooty shoots. I mean, if we're able to do a trade back and forth and just allow him to shoot forever, this is even better. But I think the trade-off might be worth it in this case. Because even his melee is still overbuffed by Dismas's head. I don't know that we have any Hellion trinkets. I don't think that we do. But the Berserk Charm is something I always like to have. I don't think the Sun Cloak is super useful for you. We should probably give it to someone more likely to sustain this kind of damage. Where's our healing one at? Junia's head, yes. We don't want you to get stressed and refuse to heal, so you get that. Antiquarian, you have your own spectacularly fancy thing. Debuff skill chance. What does that tell me? That we should probably give you a debuff skill. What's the other thing we want to give you? We didn't give the sun cloak to anyone. So maybe we do give it to you? Yeah. Now let's hold off. You guys have trinkets. Perhaps flash powder? I mean, festering vapors does technically debuff. So we technically have that. But really, this is more for the speed, I think, at the moment. So we're gonna allow that to be our guide here. This is the mission we want. Let's get going. Okay, so now this is where some of my research is gonna come into play here. So we're doing a wheeled veteran medium length mission. So food-wise, we already have some food because of our granary. Whoops. This is about the recommended amount of food. I'm gonna take just slightly more than what it recommends it for a little while because I'm scared. Shovels. We need a lot of shovels. We're gonna take a lot of shovels. This is the place where anti-venom is relevant. We're gonna take a couple of those. Let's see. Bandages. It says to take a couple of bandages. Medicinal herbs. Smart to take at least one. Keys. Smart to always take a couple. We already had one, so we won't do that. Holy water. One makes sense. And then it recommends 12 torches, but for curio activation, I will take slightly more. Let's see. Because of the fact that there is a holy water related relic, it might be even worth it to take a couple. But I think we're gonna roll with this. And I don't think we've done a terrible job in the prep game in the past, other than not equipping trinkets. But I still think it's pretty smart to keep your head on a swivel and try to learn more and more things as you go. So that's what we're going to try to do, is just learn more and more things every time we play.
Our land is remote and unneighbored. Every lost resource must be recovered.
What do we got to do here? We got to gather 3 medicines. So that encourages exploration anyway, which means that our girl here makes a lot of sense. Now, one thing I did not spend a lot of time researching is what to do in the event of curios. Because one reason is because we've already messed with a lot of them. Monsters! Dude, absolutely bring on the here you go, monsters right here. Oh no. Please, dude, tell me about it. The stress is hitting me. Which could you not?
Reeling.
What a start.
About to break.
I feel like for once I was actually doing some smart things and they do this to me. These doggos. Maybe you could have immediately used her to do something to this guy. I wonder how well he can even function back there. I don't know.
As the fiend falls, a faint
Okay,
hope
so you get your slight
blossoms.
debuff there. That's okay for now. Are you, what are you? You're unholy, so we're not going to do extra to you. That's fine. You finish
Press
that off.
disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Yeah, the big guy scares me a great deal. I fought a few of him before. Could hurt a lot. Stress. Ouchies. I mean, we could get some blight going on you, but your health is low enough now that I think we just go for the kill, my friends. We could make his dodge low, but his dodge is, well, decent enough. Alright, Highwayman, finish the job.
Their
Huge
cursed
crit.
champion
Would have been better if you'd done that earlier, but we're getting antiques immediately
This
too,
expedition
which
at
I
least
cannot.
promises
Wait, what are you
success.
doing? What are you doing? Get back in your place. We're gonna save. How much bleed do you have left? 6 damage of bleed. Scares me slightly. Don't get me wrong.
As the light gains purchase,
Activate the
spirits are
antiquarian.
lifted, and purpose is made clear.
All right. Now, what do we do about you losers? See, the thing is, breakthrough is so good, but I don't want to immediately mess with her, I don't want to immediately debuff her, you know? So I think we're going to try to bleed the guy with the high protection. And then we're going to, like, we're going to do a protect on her. Give her a little bit of a protection buff. She is going to be marked also, but these guys have a mark of their own, so... we could heal her now. It's probably a wise choice. This guy, the Occultist, is a less reliable heal than the Vestal. At least I think so. Yikes! Maybe some kind of resistance would have been good on her for this place.
Obliterated.
Malay! Laying the hammer down. Yeah, see, the mark there is kind of useless. If it blights again, that'd be bad, but... Go ahead and give her even more buffing. You're bleeding? How about we just go for you? You have so much prot that you scare me a great deal. This might be the time to go into this. Clear corpse, move them up, get them into a kill range.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Okay, well, I mean, you could leave her alone at some point. I wouldn't mind that. I know she's marked and all, but... And I did it to myself, but... Also chill out, if you would. I mean, what's your blight? Yeah, all your blights are pretty good. I mean, this is increasing your resistances, actually. It's just not getting the job done right now. How much health do you have? How much bleed are you losing? We need to do 8 damage to you? Alright, there you go. He's dead. Get absolutely destroyed. I almost healed the wrong person, but don't worry about it. Never fear. Hey!
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
You guys' dots are beginning to annoy me. How much anti-venom did we bring? Yours is gone. We're probably going to invest in
Their
cleansing
formation
yours,
is
though.
broken. Maintain the offensive.
We can't even take that. Well then, what does that tell me? That tells me you get anti-venomed. See, this is the one scary thing about taking more things, is that it's gonna cost us. It's gonna cost us in the loot game. We need busts. We just talked about those. So, drink holy water, we take the busts. These. What do we know about these? We don't know a whole lot of anything about these. We tried a lot of things and it didn't work. Get your hands in there. Nothing of value. Tragic. Absolutely tragic. We haven't gathered any medicines either. I'd like to just point that out. Just right off the rip.
The way is lit.
How's our
The
traps?
path is
100%,
clear.
80%, 70%.
We require only the strength to follow
You
it.
go ahead and get the 100. You only had 1 stress, so that makes me feel a little worse. Probably could have checked that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love these resources that we're getting.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
That's the one thing, like over-preparing and bringing an antiquarian, you're gonna run into a little bit of a loot struggle, especially early. Hunger check does not bother me at all. Keeping that counter going. How much extra money have we made so far? We've made 1,500 plus like the 25. Yeah, okay, we're doing okay. I'd prefer to make even more money by the end of this. We've only gone through like what? Oh, okay, here we go. Blighted Giant. This is our first time seeing the Tenacious Crony. That frightens me a good deal. Do we have... Okay, we can't hit you. I'm very afraid of you. I just want that to be clear. Do you have what? Tree Branch Smackdown?
Continue the onslaught.
It's a good idea to try to hit her.
Them
Just keep... Oh, okay, you're gonna get a debuff with no use of it. That hurts a lot. Okay, you can't riposte because that wasn't actually an attack. You can riposte. Aye, that's a tragedy. think the Hellion... Well, the Hellion could break through and move up. He's going to continue to debuff herself. And of course, our Highwayman can continue to function as well.
The ground quakes.
We're going to mark him, even though we don't have anyone that benefits from the mark necessarily. Stop this. You're de-stealth now, so we can just get you out of the picture. Hellion and him can function back here. Now I can't function with this much pain being dealt to me. Switch the mark to him because, especially because of his riposte. Keep her alive if you would. Don't bleed her either. This guy has a lot of HP, so odds are pretty good he's gonna keep smacking us around. Oh, that's immediately Death's Door.
Becoming unwound.
And I can't even use her heal from here. Alright, hold on now. Good heal. A heal for 0 there would have been a critical failure. Let's get some sort of DOT going on this guy. We've actually kind of worked our way back into a good position. And well, he might immediately mess that up again. We resisted it though. Huge plays. This is our scariest group mission. I just want that to be very clear. I just want it to be incredibly clear how dangerous this is. Boom!
Monsters
Good play, 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 good play. Here's our medicine, by the way. We want the gold if we can get away with taking it. What would we have to get rid of, you say?
In Radiance,
A
may we
torch.
find victory.
A little scary, but we did overbring like we usually do, like a bunch of morons. Can we find anything in this? Doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, that's gonna be... It's gonna be incredibly terrible to carry all this. Didn't even consider that. Is everyone where they want to be, by the way? Not quite. Functionally, yes. Literally, no. A curio? Well, could be right here. A map? Literally useless. Well, we know it can't be here, right? So we can just go back this way freely. Hey! This is a terrible encounter to bring back into a hallway. I don't know if these guys do bonus marking stuff, but... Don't move us. That's the only thing that I really am super concerned about. Are either of you Eldritch? No. I think we gotta keep the heals up. Because he can't AoE heal. Let's see here. I mean, I see you down there, Llama Face.
A decisive pummeling.
Listen, man. You get put on stream right now. I just want you to know that. Oh my gosh.
Festering fear consumes the mind.
There's a lot of... This is a particularly scary mission, I'd say, at the moment. I really thought we were coming into this with... with a lot of good prep happening. I thought we were really well prepped. Iron Sword. Gee whiz! Their dodge is so strong. And the horror is scary as well. Gee whiz. Gee whiz. The G-est of whizzes. Enough. At least they're not hitting us very efficiently either. Well, stress is distress.
Uncertainty. The birthplace of dread.
Also, stop lowering our torches. I think that's just part of the fight. Stop that. Bleed him, please. Thank you. He's dead. Probably not necessary to heal the antiquarian right there, but you brought that on yourself, okay? You truly brought that on yourself. Go ahead and heal the healer, because we'd prefer he didn't ever have to heal himself. We came out of that really well health-wise,
Dissuade the sharpened
but our
blade.
stress is a little bit of a problem. What's that worth?
Success
1250 each?
so clearly in view.
Well, we're gonna have some
Or is
weird
it
math here.
merely a
2,500.
trick of the light?
Technically worth it just to take the rubies. Probably. Yeah, that stress, man. I'm not a big fan. Another trap has found its way into the fold. You're good at traps. Disarm them. Okay, so we got an obstacle here. Shovels, that's fine. Hasn't been a terrible resource for us, management-wise. Doesn't concern me. Already searched him. So how close are we to getting towards the end of this game? I don't know how long the game truly is, but in terms of the research I did, I'd say that we're close to halfway. Maybe a little more. I don't know.
Nature herself, a victim to this.
I'm still having a great time playing the game, and I still want to finish the game for sure. So don't concern yourself there. No fights. Unless I've got full torch. Surprise them. Huge. I see this guy does a lot of concerning things, but our inability to hit. I'm an issue.
Singular strike.
A breakthrough here could be of critical importance. No. Just ay. Both dogs are gonna get to go. And that, it hurts me. It hurts me inside, it hurts me outside. Don't get a disease. Stop that. Great dodge. I don't know how you dodge a howl, but I'm not gonna question it. How much bleed is that? 2, 3. Stop, though? None of that, if you would. Thank you for hitting, by the way. What's your dodge? 786, approximately. Oh, my Atlanta. Thank you, Antiquarian. Thank you for being reliable. Do not ring him. What's the debuff? I don't know what the debuff there would have done. Do we want bleed on you? No, I think we want raw damage. We might be able to kill you this turn if we just go for raw damage. Or not. You. Good crit. 6 heals from the Antiquarian? That's, I mean, I can't complain. I could, but I'd be kind of rude if I did.
The bigger the beast,
Okay.
the greater the glory.
Drink the holy water. Can we make room for the portraits? What would happen if we discarded a quest item? I'm not gonna do it, but it does make me very curious. I'm sorry we can't take you though.
The
Okay,
light,
we know what
the
you
promise
are.
of safety.
Bandages make you tick. Emerald would be nice. Maybe we shouldn't have done Antiquarian on a mission where we have to carry so much stuff. That's a fair point. We still need to make at least one more slot. We could very well, I mean, this could be it right here. It's not though. Just, you know, just wanted you to know that that could have been it. Torches are extremely low. Doesn't help that we threw one out earlier and kind of used one frivolously. I don't think it to be wise to even... you know what? Get in there.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the
I mean, you
brave
probably
and
sell
the
for good money.
alike.
You sell for more than 2,500? Well, that's the question, isn't it? You sell for more than 1,875. We'll leave it. That's way more research than I'm willing to do on stream. Surprises, I love it. Great kill right off the rip there for the occultist. I was really just wanting him to soften him up. Sets up a kill for the Antiquarian. And both at 47 damage, that's one of the best attacks we've ever had. Still not quite to the Leper's 50 that we saw in the last stream.
These
One day.
creatures can be
One day we
felled.
might
They
see
can
that
be
damage
beaten.
rivaled. You don't. It could be down here, so we gotta go check. This is a medicinal herbs scenario. Am I wrong? We don't have any though, so. Shovel? That's fine. We got 2 more. We got 2 more. I don't have any level. Hey. Chill out, hunger. No, no. Actually, bring on more hunger. Give me an excuse to eat the food for heals. Hello. I wish I hadn't come here. Somehow we went first. I don't know how. It doesn't even matter. You go ahead and give a buff to this boy to increase resist. Oh, okay. So she unselfishly buffs a friend, and then you do that. Man, a triple crit there would have been just a delight. No stress. Yeah, that's right. You deserve to miss that. No stress.
Eradicated.
In fact, cure stress. How does that make you feel back there, you crony?
Of skill and purpose.
But if you could not stack bleed on my squishiest unit, that'd be kind of dope. I'm even scared to heal her because if she bleeds again, she's in a real bad spot. And we missed each other. Stop that! Do not bleed her again. Yikes. Yikes. Heal yourself and try to never allow bleed to happen again if you would. I'm glad you can't. I'm glad that you've proven yourself completely useless thus far. I just want that to be clear. Thank you. Thank you very much. Fed sensor. What? Why is that stressful? Don't allow her to stress you out, okay? Please, thank you so much.
Foolish horrors
675.
brought low and driven
I mean,
into
our
the
stat,
mud.
another stat could technically match that, but there's also a chance we just get more rubies. So I will not take this gold as much as I want it. I don't have bandages, so I can't prevent the 12 damage you're still to take. How much health do you have? You're gonna be real low. So we gotta squeeze out a heal on you, like. Never mind. As long as you live long enough to get me some loot. We're checking that out without a second of hesitation. Make sure you are selected. Oh man, drum roll for this one. This one's a drum roll all day. Here's the problem. First of all, we have 1 torch. We could easily throw that out. We got a stack of 4 food. Could be thrown out. Rubies. Could be thrown out. We throw out a stack of money. We use our torch. We carry that. We can take that by default. We eat the 4 food. We take the other one. Now here's the thing. We could camp and get this stress off and get some more heals. We only have 12 food. That's only 1 hunger check we can make it through. I'll tell you what. If we get to this room right up here, there's hunger check. You see what I'm saying? We are not fighting you, Shambler. We will fight you someday, but that day is not today. I can't use torches. So I think it is advisable to camp because camping will bring your torch up. So we fight our way to... Oh, hey, here you go.
Packs laden with loot.
There's a torch.
Are often low on
That's
supplies.
huge. Loot it up. Now what do we
Only
throw
treasure
out?
could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Worst comes to worst, we can ignore the rest of it. We continue just so we can get to the campsite. This fight is not that bad. Famous last words. We can win this fight if we can hit them. See, now here's the thing. Our dodge is increased, and we didn't dodge. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Just don't allow anyone to get resolve tested. That's the big thing here. No resolve checks. 6 damage. Okay. 12 damage. More concerning. I think the antiquarian kind of messes up inventory prep, and I should keep that in mind for future runs. I should also keep in mind
Decimated.
I should keep. Go ahead and pop that. No, I mean, but like, I guess pop it because we're not gonna carry it. So we're gonna camp right here, and we're gonna use this as an opportunity to get some stressies.
Huddled together.
Eat the rest of our food,
Furtive and
which
vulnerable.
completely guarantees my
Rats
exit,
in a
just by the
maze.
way. Prevent nighttime ambush. Yes, please. See, now this would give stress to everyone, which is, it's cheaper, but I don't want none of that. We don't need battle buffs is the thing. Now that is big, because we're going to be leaving. So yeah, dude, let's revel. Let's have a good old time. 1 companion minus stress. We have 5 left. No. Not at all. Do not do that. 1 companion stress for battles is not relevant. Stress for battles is not relevant, so you use hers on her. You can still create a trinket that we will then sell. And then you can resupply us with a shovel that we can take back to the hamlet. Scouting? Well, now that does create an interesting thing here, doesn't it? There's no more combat. The scout there has changed the game. Using our log has freed up a spot. We will not be ambushed. We have a full torch, and we have a shovel that we can use to clear this, which will free up yet another spot. We can explore the curios without risk of combat, at least on this swing. Go ahead, if it blights you or bleeds you, it's okay. Medicinal herbs. It's risky. It could technically pay out, like right here, we could have used it, in fact. But, I mean, it doesn't really matter. The only reason we came through this way is so that we could then quickly get back. Oh, you're just gonna interact with it. I mean, okay. We learned that there was nothing to learn. And maybe that's worth something? I don't know. Here's how you play this out. You do a little bit of a shift control click.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder,
Don't have
a glint
bandages,
of
but
gold.
slow reflexes. That's not okay. We're gonna get rid of that. Trap. You're the trap boy, are you not? I mean, I could have just used you just in case. All right, here we go. Give me some greatness here.
A fortune
Well,
waiting to be spent.
use the torch just so that the scary noises go away for a moment. 750 gold is worth more than a key. So we go into this room. We've explored all but that room, and it's irrelevant. Ka-chow!
These tonics and herbs will stave off infection.
That mission
and
started
neutralize
extremely
contagion.
Scary Town. Scary Town, USA, in fact. But we came out of it with over 30,000 gold and a perhaps good trinket if we remember to use it properly. Flagellant. I don't like that. Prone to investigating the dark arts. Mallet almost hit 5. Sinwa will hit 5. Drayarden and Nox, you know, they're getting... Oh, wow, he's even closer to level 5. I don't think it's super relevant to have a level 5 antiquarian, but, you know.
The preponderance
Treatment
of
ward
rare
is
and
free, medical
exotic
ward is free.
injuries makes this place perfect for the study of suffering.
Among the visiting delegation are experts in corporeal and cognitive disability, as well as several forensic specialists. How about instead of them being visiting, they just stay? Did you ever think of that? Did you ever Think of that. Could we add another slot? No, we can't like super take advantage of this. But we want someone with a bad one. With a real bad one. Nah 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 nah. Nah 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 nah. Nah 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 nah. Sickly? Not good. Obsessed with self. See, I don't know which of these are just truly garbage town. There's probably some of these probably are true garbage town. But I mean, this one's not bad because it only takes us away from one area. This only allows us to do one area, which stinks. But we want one that's reinforced, and we wanted to get rid of it easily. Sickly. Sickly's not good, right? Let's treat one of them. That we'll treat will be sickly, because it's free. What else do we have? No diseases, which kind of unfortunately makes the medical ward not good. Tib, you got anything here, man? Flagellant. Let's get rid of Flagellant because it's annoying to have multiple units that will only flagellate for stress relief. So there we go. We took advantage of that. Can't take advantage of anything else in there. Also, I would like to point out how cool it is that town events kind of give you graphical changes to the hamlet. Like these guys here, they're like, hey, come on over. And everyone's like, yeah, we're crazy. We need the help. Ooh. Another arbalist is among the things that I want. Murdoch is also a cool name. Can I get a bigger roster? We need 6 more deeds to do such a thing. Is that a thing I can manage? We want to trade crests. Yeah, we can do that. How many did we say we needed? We need 6. Pow. Hero barracks. 30. We have a maximum roster. Welcome to the team.
Shoot, bandage, and pillage. The dancing steps of war.
Indeed. I'm excited. I don't want a 3rd arbalist. That's a little overkill. 30 is the most we can carry, right? So if we want to make our other things happen that we want an occultist. Without a doubt. We want an occultist without a doubt. We want another leper. We want another hellion. Is any of that here? No. We move on. If we find a level 3 that tickles our fancy otherwise, maybe. Crusader, also a potential choice, because we only are carrying 1. We got rid of a 2nd that we had, but he was low leveled, okay? Technically, okay, let's go by technically here, right? Costs us nothing to take these people. You are level 0, and therefore will not see use.
Journey elsewhere. For we have
You're level 2, so you have a chance to see use, which means we bring you aboard instead of the other boy. We sort these by rarity. We don't care about you. Goodbye. We probably want to keep the Houndmaster specific one is probably good, so we'll hold on to that. Money-wise, we're doing okay, I think, but here's the problem. We can't do maximum up... Oh, man, we could have done that if we'd have kept our deeds. So what do we want? We need to save up. We need to save up because we want weapons and armor to be maxed out for these upcoming and scary boss fights. Speaking of boss fights... Houndmaster. Damage. Bleed. Healing received. Can't do much in terms of healing. That's a great one, actually. It's giving us the 2 resources we need the least, so we'll check out the other ones. We already have a set of holy orders. Man-at-Arms is good. It gives us deeds. Gives us crests and the same trinket. I think we kill a swine king. Now hold on. Now see, this is where the brain comes into play here, friendo. We've got notes. Listen to the paper. We've got notes on these things now. I spent hours making these. I'm gonna use them, okay? The Swine King. According to my notes, Bleed and Blight are both a viable choice. What do we want, though? We want to perhaps stun the Wee Man. How do we stun the Wee Man? We want to stun him without damaging him to avoid problems. So what does that tell me? That tells me Dufay makes his valiant return. He keeps... Is this what we want? This does not have any damage mod, right? Or I mean, it doesn't do damage. Am I crazy there? Yeah, we want this probably. What can you target with this, by the way? You can target Wilbur. This is what we want. It can actually hit both. You are coming out without a doubt. Leper's raw damage in the front line is good, but Tibaust is receiving treatment. So what do we have raw damage wise otherwise? We have this man. We also have the potential of a flashbang, but we don't even have a flashbang, if I'm not mistaken. That's fine too. So Arbalist with a rallying flare. Now this interests me greatly. We can actually build our Arbalist here any way that we want, and we will go ahead and try to do so. She actually has like maybe the exact build that we want. You can use this from here and it works anywhere. We can clear stun, clear marks. I think Rallying Flare is an incredible usage here. Keep her in the 3rd slot. That's perfecto. And you can hit anywhere as well. Suppressing Fire? No. We could give you a mark. Maybe we want to give you a mark, is the thing? Yeah, we're going to give you a mark. Who else takes advantage of such a thing? Our healing boy could be a cultist. What can you not do from slot, say, 2, for instance? Abyssal Artillery. So we sub out Abyssal Artillery for Weakening Curse. But then, here's the problem then. We need to upgrade that skill. I like this party a lot, actually. But first, we want to up... Actually, we should go through here and check everyone's skills, just to make sure that they are at least up to the level. What are we running on you, Shepherd? The only thing we could upgrade that you're using is Shadow Fade. We should oh my gosh. I mean, pick to the face should never not be equipped. Are you crazy? Is pick to the face upgraded? Pick to the face is upgraded. We need to get more skills on you in the future. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Promise. I promise. Dufay, you're not the one that we're taking, right? So, for future reference, we want Rallying Flare to exist. That we'll go ahead and like... Oh wait, are you the one? Sniper Mark? No, you have Blind Fire. I think that's a sensible choice to go ahead and just do that for you now. Hold up. This. Okay, here's the thing, right? I've been told, or from my research, Holy Lance is good. We have it. I just haven't been using it because I'm a moron. Oh, it highlights it. Wait, does it highlight here what skills we have active? No. Stunning Blow? No. Do we want Battle Heal as your 4th skill? Heal 1-to-1, Stress Minus, Torch Up. Inspiring Cry doesn't seem bad. I think having the ability for you to self-heal in the future isn't a bad idea. So we'll do that and we will equip it. Oh, we did already. Lizzie. Oh, hey. Bulwark of Faith. Oh my gosh. No. Okay, we're fumbling a bit. It's okay. Auburn. Yeah, your come hither attack has not been getting the job done for me, personally. We're gonna give you your flashbang. Come hither is not useful in this particular fight, so we're gonna take your flashbang, keep the stuns going. You. Weakening Curse we have equipped right now. We want it upgraded. Bang, bang, bang. It's fairly cheap, too, because of our upgrades in the past. Now what, melee? We literally never use pistol shot. Is this correct? This is correct. Perhaps having a bypass of stealth isn't a terrible decision. That's how we'll play you. You, go ahead and get your upgrades. You deserve them. Oh, okay, you. Don't get me wrong. That was expensive. I mean, you need them. Partool Pantool may never see the light of day again. I don't know. That's okay. Okay, we got all the upgrades how we want it. We have our team how we want them. This is the boss we wanted to fight. This is a medium level Warren's. Hey! Poggers, dude. That's huge telling me about that, by the way. Okay, you. Trinket. You get everything is unequipped. By the by, damage. Dismisses head. Yes. You're gonna get stressed out. Stress I'm not as afraid of in this particular one. Maybe Hero Ring is good for you in this case. Virtue Chance, stress reduction, bleed and blight. The stress will cancel that stress exactly, so you're not getting any bonus stress. Healings. You will get your healing skills. I mean, swapping Virtue Chance for the Aria box might be a smart play. I think we do want to make you fast, though. It's not. Hey, you have things. I know you have things. What? Do you not? You do. Arbalest only accuracy crit, but you lose dodge. That's a little scary, but I still love it. Sniper's Ring, but it only works in position 4. Can we safely swap you boys? We can safely swap you boys. So what that tells me is that you do, in fact, hey, you do get your Sniper's Ring. Now you're incredibly slow because of this. Now you are incredibly slow. That's okay, sort of. Blighties, take your blights. Resist going down. A little scurry. What else can we give you? We could give you bleed skills. Useless. We could give you the sun cloak. Okay. I like this build. This build is nice. This build makes me feel good about our chances. Provision. Now this is a medium Warren's level. Return to the previous parts of the notes. I tell you what, before we look at the notes, let's prepare how I normally would prepare and see how that stacks up to how the game thinks we should prepare. Three might be overkill. Okay. Now let's see how this lines up compared to what the game says we should take on a medium Warren's thing. Medium Warren's, 12 to 18 food. Maybe overkill. Is what you're telling me. Overkill is fine in my opinion. We can use it for heals. Shovels, 2 to 3. Got it. Anti-venom, 0 to 2. Got it. We'll remove one actually. Bandages, 2 to 3. Got it. Medicinal herbs, 3 to 4. Take 2. Skeleton keys, 2 to 3. We're in range. Holy water, 3. We have 2. I'll allow it. Torches, 10 to 16. We're in the window. I think we prepared extremely well. So, what do you think about that, huh?
My first attempts at summoning were crude, and the results disappointing. I soon found, however, that the type and condition of the host's meat was a critical factor. The best results came from pigs, whose flesh is most like that of man.
Gross.
A nameless abomination. A testament to my failures. It must be destroyed.
Okay, how do we approach a horrible catacomb system such as this? I think we approach a horrible catacomb system such as this by just going around. Boss could be kinda anywhere in a place like this. Cult scrawlings. We don't know what we want to use on this. We know a torch doesn't do anything. I mean, we'll do research on a less scary, less boss type
Watch
mission.
your step.
That's fine, they didn't do that much to us. No fight here. That's one room down. Would you look at that?
Such blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
Wouldn't be surprised if this is our first combat. Oh, scouting is big. Do we know? Okay, so here's the thing, right? The boss could be in this corner. Hunger check, perfectly okay. Heals off the minimal damage you've taken. Give us some torchies for the
Wealth
future.
beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Avoiding combat up to this point. We will have a combat in the next room. We still don't know what you do. I'll tell you what, we'll throw like a bandage on there. Did nothing. We know one more thing about this now. That's fine. I thought maybe you could like copy the writings onto a bandage or something. Well, because we just used a bandage, I'm gonna let him bleed. Probably terrible. Alright, hulking Swinotar. First encounter with such a horrible creature. We have a good chance to land Blight even on this boy, so we'll do such a thing. You guys are human beasts. So we've taken away our, what is it called? Abyssal Artillery, and that's fine. We replaced it with something that I think is wise. Weakening Curse is a good use of an early turn against a powerful unit, particularly bosses. Can't stress that enough. Do not pull him. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I would have preferred more damage, but he has some protection, so I won't grill him too hard for that. Trot retreat. Does he hurt himself to do that? He likes to be in the back units? That's good to know. Keep debuffing him. I know this guy might get to move because of that, and he does. Don't know. Is that a bad one? If we can get out alive, it's not bad. He's dead. We can't. Your stun is way too high, so we're just gonna throw more blight onto you. Or throw any blight onto you. You can minimally heal yourself, which I guess you should do. So you can't do anything else at the moment. We're gonna mark you. I mean, you know, maybe it's a waste of her turn to do that. Uh-oh. Great dodge. That one was probably, or at least probably had scary potential. I don't know yet. We are continuing to debuff him into next week, though.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
His damage is... Yeah, let's get that bleed out, huh? How about that? Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, how you feeling now, you jerk? That might hurt. But see? We debuffed him. That could have done like 15 damage apiece, otherwise. He's dead. We can squeeze off some more heals, and that's fine. A heal here is actually like what I would consider risky. Almost killed him with a weakening curse. Doesn't matter. He's gonna die when he moves.
Their cursed champion falls.
interesting start as well, loot-wise. I don't really know what to do with half the stuff we got there. We're already full up. Get that out. What do we need more of? Nah, it's up for debate. Honestly, like, we're at a point now where I'm gonna leave it. Is this the boss? This is the boss. What does that tell me? That tells me that although our stress is in a good spot, we camp. We get buffs for the mission to come.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet
This is where you might suggest that I invest in camping skills. All companions +2 speed is gonna be good. Don't you have a remove? You don't have a remove disease. Okay. Vent nighttime ambush for slightly more stress. Might be worth it. Yeah. We can make that work. Do that. And then we just knock it all off plus some. Okay, we used a lot of our resources there, but let's get the speed buff. What do we have left points-wise? We have 1 point, and we can't do anything with it. So, I mean, obviously not perfect, but we actually prevented an ambush, got stress even lower, and we're fast. And we will take less stress in the boss fight.
The promise of safety.
So I feel like that went well. Could it have gone better? Yeah. Don't judge me, okay? I just prefer that you didn't judge me. Maximum torchy.
A blazing
It is time. Okay. What do you do here? I'll tell you what.
It is a travesty. A blundering mountain of hatred and rage.
I agree. Wow, a 5 damage weakening curse? Big time. End this one. Scares me a great deal. She has rallying flare though. We gotta have her go. Would have preferred that you guys were stunned. You resisted it. Don't move! Ah! You're so slow, Arbalist! I'm sorry! Arbalist! Clear that mark. Oh, it doesn't clear your own mark. That's good to know for the future. It's incredibly good to know for the future. Make it to where this man can do no harm and also no foul. Do not stun my friend. He's my damaging boy.
The ground quakes.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. We're already doing some good things here, I would say. Mark him for your own future benefit. This is where having the... Not scary. Not scary. Not stun her, she was just about to do good things. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Just keep stacking them. If they're gonna keep debuffing him, just keep... He's half as effective right now. Like, he's still probably gonna hurt. I can't debate that. He's probably still gonna hurt me a good deal. But at the same old time, we gotta see. That's still a lot of damage. That still happens to be a lot of damage, just so you know. That's fine. If there's anyone that you want to stun. His stuns aren't landing right now, which is a crit heal for 4. Into this one, that's fair. That's completely fair. And we need to keep in mind that Wilbur will not, I believe if my research is correct, Wilbur will not perish upon the expiration of the Swine King. 16 damage, I mean, I feel like it would have been a lot worse had we not debuffed him in the next week. He probably would have put her on death's door immediately. Despite our speed buff at the camp, we are still getting incredibly outsped by these guys, which makes me very concerned. Stun him? We should have been keeping up with the stuns, I will admit. He's gonna get one more hit off. That's the death's door.
As life ebbs,
He's stunned though, right? So he shouldn't get his first move off. Get him off death's door. He's off death's door. Heal yourself. 6 is not good enough. Oh, you're not dead, but now you are literally dead.
Death. Liquefaction cannot come soon enough.
Bolus does nothing. It would be quite a tragedy if he managed to actually kill our healer.
Inspiration.
Please stop.
Improvement.
Please stop. He's actually kind of scary by himself. And Bolus isn't going to do a darn thing. Let me just tell you that right now. This guy is actually... Thank you. Now there's a heal. Don't stun my damage dealers. You stunned the exact switch of people this time. Get blighted, young lad. How much health do you even have? Not enough. Is the answer to that question. Ooh, blueprint. Would you look at that? Highwayman only. I feel as though we're unlikely to use it, but I'll take it. And that is almost without a doubt more valuable than these bandages. Do we want to continue? We could. But I think with his increased diseases and whatnot, we just go home victorious. And we made gold just for the fact that we got the quest rewards. And we got a good Houndmaster trinket too. So I think we still... Oh my goodness. Rabies. He gets more damage but loses a lot of accuracy. Creeping cough is horrendous.
They meet in secret.
Well, would you look at that?
The
They're level 0 though! They're level 0 though. That now we're talking. This is more along the lines of what I wanted.
To fight the abyss, one must know it.
The second one is good enough. Do I want a level 0 Hellion? For now, yes.
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Now what was I was gonna... Oh, I need to immediately treat my newfound arbalist. Murdoch. Get that out of my swamp. Shake. Cure your wasting sickness. We can't cure all 3 of you. You know what? That's just life. I want Debaus to probably be able to go on the next mission, so we won't get him treated. We're gonna treat minor ones here. Minus 10 max HP on our new guy. Say it ain't so. He actually has quite a few bad ones that I'm not a fan of. How about Lizier? No, we want cheapies. No, we want cheapies. No, we want cheapies. 15 damage on the first round is pretty irrelevant. Extra stress in the ruins is concerning. Obsessed with self-worship. Obsessed with cleanliness. Acquisition of knowledge scares me a little bit, so we will get rid of that. Not expensive. Not expensive. Not expensive. Graveyard. Cardinal. You know, it still makes me sad to this day that you had to die. Slain by vile brigand Fusilier. Yeah, we allowed the cannon to fire. That was our big mistake. Which is part of my research. Do not let it fire. Okay? We know that now. We didn't know it then. Embark, please. More bosses all the time. Wheeled boss? One hag. We don't need that trinket. We don't need that trinket. Legendary bracer? I mean... seems pretty okay. Profit. Back to the research. Back to the research. We're looking for ruins bosses. The Prophet. Here he is. Okay, I got like a full paragraph on this guy here. Need to have people that can target slot 4. That's right, because he stands at the back with his pews. We need slot 4. Hellion. Hellion, where are you? Sinwa. You're making your valiant return. I would prefer if we could take someone else, but we can't take a level 0. We can't do it. Can't win with them, can't coach with them, can't do it. What else do we need? The Blind Prophet. I mean, Arbalist is again a good choice. Dufay, come on down. What else would we like to take? I think, once again, the Occultist is wise because of his weakening curse. Now, this is another thing I saw in the research. You can try to kill the pews for additional money. That's not what we're here for. We're here for the kill. We're here for the thrill of the kill. We want holy water to be a thing. Bleed and blight are both potential uses. So what does that tell me? That tells me that, again, it's not a terrible idea to take... Accuracy is a bad one to have on you, though. I mean, maybe we take out our newbie here? Does he have everything we want him to have? Emboldening Vapors is probably a wise choice for this mission, which makes you a good slot 3 unit. Your Plague Grenade can only hit him though, right? So maybe you aren't a good call? Do we have any Blight or Bleeders that are otherwise good? You don't have a Mark skill. Maybe this is where we bring Auburn back into the fold to mark the man? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we do. The damage over time is so nice, and we're gonna be kind of foregoing that with this squad. I think this... Well, here's the thing, right? He's not gonna be able to do damage. Our boy here isn't going to be able to do much damage. We're going to be relying entirely on Iron Swan and sniping. That's terrifying. I don't think that's the right choice. I think we do roll this. I like our skills, how they are. So we're going to equip our trinkets. If we'd known we were going to run a similar build, we could have just left it how it was. That's very fair. Don't question me, please, if you would. We could have run the stun amulet, which actually we should have in that last fight. Maybe we would have got away with the stun on the big boss and not taken so much risk. This is for future me to keep in mind. My brain cannot internalize what the amulet looks like, and there it is. We don't need more Blight skill chance because it's already really high, and high enough, I think, as well. What else would we want on you? I mean, you being very fast is good. You dodging is very good, because you could dodge his attacks. What does it recommend? It recommends that we have, what kind of resistances, right? It says, consider stun resist and blight cures. Do you have your blight, your curing ability equipped, sir? You do. What else do we want in favor of Wicked or Incision? I mean, Disorienting Blast is literally useless. Incision could be helpful getting to the boss. Blinding gas is not going to be useful. I mean, Noxious Blast helps us get to the boss. Maybe. Maybe. Incision could also. But we'll roll that, just the full-on Blight build that we know and love. Plus 20 stun resist and stun. We're not going to be stunning, but resisting stun is still good. That's irrelevant. Blight and bleed resist. We want probably like some sort of a move resist. No, not a move resist, right? Stun and blight. Do we have it? Like, you could theoretically carry the stun amulet along with Dismas's head. You're not gonna be dodging though, which is gonna put you in a particularly scary area with less HP. Maybe you take it, so we can keep you going. Prot seems good. You need the Heelys, though. You have your trinkets how we want them, without a doubt. Move resist is not relevant. Prot bonuses are good, though, so we'll do that. Berserk Charm. Accuracy is important on you, so we can't afford that. You going quickly to remove their things is good. Okay, I think we've got that how we want it. Wait, we always need to make sure that we didn't misclick and pick the wrong thing, and we did again. Right? Yeah, the Prophet. This is a medium ruins mission. Revert to the earlier location in the notes. Boom. Boom. Listen to the paper. Ka-chow. Ruins. Medium. We're gonna go high end because it's a boss. That's how we're gonna play it. We're gonna go high end if it's boss encounters. And that's how I'm gonna be for the rest of my days. We're always gonna go high end on bosses. We're gonna take enough. We're gonna try to save this holy water for the boss fight. Holy water, it has come to my attention, is perhaps one of the best ways to counter this guy. So we're gonna take 4 of them. They're a little expensive. I think we're even gonna take 5. How does that sound? I think that sounds great, me.
This raving creature had to be silenced, but doing so proved maddeningly impossible. How had he survived the stockades, the icy waters, and the knives I delivered so enthusiastically into his back? How had he returned time and time again to rouse the townfolk with his wild speculations and prophecies?
How indeed. So I think probably hear my drink there being open and closed.
The echoes of his mindless tittering reverberate maddeningly.
And I did do a little bit of additional research on locating the boss, and my previous theory was correct, and that he's most likely in the farthest away room. But here's the thing with this build, right? This room and this room, nearly equidistant. We're gonna go to the far one first. Could you not? Oh. Oh. Okay. The surprise there is very nice. It's very nice. Your ability to be dealt with is good. But bang! Noxious. 6 damage, 18 total. Weaken you, I say. I've discovered a newfound love for the weakening curse. Just in theory, it's a delightful choice because this guy's a high damage boy. And we lowered his attack by almost probably a third of what it would have been. And with a crit, that's even more of a big play. That sucks. Like, this guy did more to me there than he did. What are we talking here? 9 damage? Okay. Just anything finishes him off. He's done for. You're fast? Didn't expect that. It's fine though, you missed. 32 damage, this was his head, not playing around. Goodbye.
Their cursed champion falls.
Another bandage there. Another bandage. That allows me to use that, I think. For once, I'm going to actually use them for their intended purposes instead of just never using them and then throwing them out to replace them with loot. That's a shortcoming on my part, and I apologize to mostly everyone else.
Even the cold stone seems
so we
bent
do have
on
a fight.
preventing passage.
It doesn't even come with a curio, so that's kind of a sad story. Sad story, pardon me. Stealth unit. Stress units. I hate it. Get blighted in the next year. I don't know if these units are smart enough to target already stressed units. It would appear that they are. I know I saw that in some of the boss mechanics that I read about, is that they are in fact smart enough to target people like that. I mean, you're not gonna bleed, right? So there's no point in doing that to you. So I guess maybe it's overkill to Iron Swan that guy, but I feel like that's literally our best play.
As the fiend falls,
Stress units are done for, and he's extremely stressed. We might have to tank some pure damage on those. But honestly, I think we're sort of built for that.
precision and power.
It doesn't kill the rabble and doesn't de-stealth him either, but I still think it's not a bad idea. If we do this, and a crit there is big, it kind of lets us get away with not using a heal here and perhaps weakening our man up here. The dodge there is nice. I'm mostly just hoping to avoid... Oh, hey, we can kill you now.
Decimated.
We can't do much to you. We can bolus again. Having this set up, we might need to keep the blind fire for future reference. Just because you can't really attack a frontline unit, like at all. And I know that's not what you're for. But still.
Well struck.
Does this kill you? You have 6, that'll do 6. Perfect. We can squeeze off some kind of heal, then fine. Who do we heal here? 48 crit heal?
The slow death.
48 heal?
Unforgiving.
We're going to the end of the earth first. You heard it here. Do not interact with that. Now I'm going to be afraid that you're going to want to interact with it if we should come back. I hope we don't have to. Good dodge. Lord knows I don't want to explore all, like, 5 of these rooms unnecessarily. We have at least one fight coming up. Guaranteed. This is a torch for more torch.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
This guy scares me a good deal. The rest I'm not that afraid of. He scares me a great deal. I don't ever want him to move if we can get away with it. Which means we're gonna go for raw damage instead of weakening here. Are you dead? You're dead. Huge. We can't even hit you with this, so we're, I mean, oh wow!
Annihilated.
That's an excellent start. We actually, like, maybe have to let you attack us next turn. Like, there might not be any way we can affect you. We can buff one of you for later, or you can just squeeze off a heal, you know, kind of make use of it later. Vulnerability, that's not gonna do nothing. Let's just full heal our units and hope that he misses. Nope, that's not a miss. Hello, goodbye.
Destroyed.
Found him!
Ghoulish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Yes, drive into mud, please. No combats. Here's the thing, right? If we don't get scouting,
Art. his efficacy
Decorative urn.
unwitnessed
Do
by
we
his
know?
own eyes.
We don't know for sure of anything that affects this. Decorative urn. Let's just go ham, huh? Let's learn. Still leaves us with one of all of our resources. Then I'm scared of you. So I'll see you later. Hunger check.
The light,
Slightly.
the promise of safety.
No fight. Fight. Not a scary fight if we surprise them. Ah.
A decisive pummeling.
Does that kill you? Nah. Don't do it! You can stun him, that's okay, because he's already won.
Press this
Hit is a
advantage.
kill.
Give them no
Big
quarter.
plays. Okay. But like, stop. Okay, you're dead next turn. We couldn't kill. You guys are fast. Is the thing I've noticed here. 32 damage. Not to be trifled with. Oh, this sets you up for anyone to kill you, but you're fast, so you're gonna go again. No! 6 damage. Are you for real, Spider-Man? This is upsetting. Are you guys just, oh my gosh!
Be gone, fiend.
Well, here, take your bandage, carry that, move on with our lives. Am I particularly happy with how that went? No. We want all of that. Goodbye. Boom, boom.
The
Take
match
that.
is struck.
Boom,
A
bam,
blazing
kapow.
star is born.
There you go. That's Loot Management 101 right there. Write that down in a textbook. Show it to your children. Would you leave him alone?
Ancient traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
What is your name? Pont? Pont? Pont is about to get ponted off of this planet. This is a holy water type of deal right here. Boom. Boom.
The way
There's
is
a reason
lit.
we brought
The
more
path
than
is clear.
one full stack. Or not
We
full stack, but
require
one
only
full
the
party.
strength to follow it.
That is of critical importance. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Continue the
At least somebody can do something.
Destroy them all.
Right now, despite taking some of our best units, they're kind of letting me down right now. Oh,
A
man.
dizzying blow
Oh,
to body and brain.
Man. Just abs, and they might even go again. You die. That's of critical importance. Oh! Ow! Ow! Enough out of you people!
Another
I'm gonna
abomination
camp before that final
from
room.
our lands.
That you see, you either heal for 2 or you heal for over 45. Like, make up your mind. That is such a crazy range difference. Would have preferred you died. Can still happen.
Confidence
Does
surges
happen.
as the enemy crumbles.
Can't take any of that. Doesn't bother me.
Glittering
Oh my
gold,
goodness.
trinkets and
Finding a
baubles,
sun ring right there?
paid for in blood.
Might even be worth equipping the dang thing, to be honest. Might even be worth equipping the thing. Plus 10 damage at the torch and accuracy. I mean, we're definitely gonna take it. Don't even think about not taking that. You munch on some food. We'll take these bandages. Please be the boss. Yeah. With smart.
gathered close in tenuous
Okay,
firelight. and
look at us.
uneasy
We're in
companionship.
good shape. You can remove a disease. I don't think any of these boys have a disease. None of these boys have a disease. Do you have... Is anyone else... Here's the question. Does anyone else have a prevent nighttime ambush skill? Nobody else has one. So you use it. Yeah. The stress stinks. Okay. Act speed is bad for the boss fight. Therefore, I will not do it. Making yourself mucho better? Yes, please. One companion, plus 33 heals received. Position 1 damage increase? Yes, please. And then we just basically have stress reductions. %25% chance to heal for that. It can remove bleeds as well. Not good, not good, not good. Decent in a different world, but not this world. So we will remove... Wait. Nah, just remove stress. Let's go. Let's go! Here comes another boss. Flying at your window. Coming at you.
As the
like
light gains
Cleopatra.
purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose
Could
is
you
made
not?
clear.
Claustrophobia. Severe fear of enclosed spaces. Well, I know what that means. I just don't know what it means in the context of the game, okay? 80, 80, 80, 90. There you go. There you go. Look at you. You jump into an Iron Maiden, and then the next thing you know, you're disarming a trap. Holy water. Can also be applied to increase resistances. Boom. 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 Let's do it.
The madman hides there, behind the pews, spouting his mindless drivel.
Perhaps holy water. I don't think holy water would have cleared that, though. Let's be honest with you. Okay. Okay. Weaken this man, please. 'Cause he's gonna do some mean things to us in the near future. Okay, so this is gonna hurt. Oh, okay, not this one. Good resists. Rallying Flare will not clear these because they do not count as marks. Mark him for your future benefit. It's gonna hurt. Oh, clutch dodge. Prognostication. Prognostication. No bleeding. You don't have a dodge. I think things are going okay thus far. 4 damage on that is also good. Could you not? What are you doing to him? Yeah, that's right. Would prefer to crit. Oh! Don't die. That's a lot of damage. Could have been worse, though. Could have been worse. Okay, occultist. This time.
A devastating blow.
This time you gotta just let the world play out as it wants. To 76 damage in the last 2 turns. And a good heal there. Wow!
Did he foresee his
Wow!
own demise? I
Wow!
cannot. So long as he
It's
remains
a veteran boss
dead.
right there. Look at the status of our party right here. That's a veteran boss. Another blueprint that we again cannot use, but we'll take. Bonk, bonk. Goodbye. Goodbye. We're a boss killing machine now. We can't be stopped. Our first legendary hero. Look at that. Duryardin. One of the few people we haven't even One of the few people that we have not even given a legit name to.
Seditionists and
Idle
heretics
Hound Masters
skulk
gain
in the
resolve level.
alleys.
Well, there
They
you go,
must
buddy.
be found out.
Don't we have another Hound Master, do we not? Do we really only have him? Did we lose one at some point? What happened to our other Hound Master? There's no way he was just a level 1 resolve, surely. Alright. I'll still take it, because it's not the worst thing in the world. Buffet, get your rabies out of here. No one else has a disease. Nobody else has a disease. Akise. Akise? Wield phobe. We'll treat that. Bang. 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 What else do we have here? Shepard. Wheat flea. Damage on the first round, not useful. You know what, Buffet? You're gonna sit out a mission for one. Well, maybe not though. I mean, you refuse to be stressed out. That's one thing I've noticed about you. Do you have anything bad? I mean, you're just mostly an overall good guy. It would appear. -2 speed there. Prone to investigating the dark arts. Nah. Get that out of here. Now let's check you. Okay. Well. Well now. This is intriguing. Do we not have a level 2 highwayman? Do we really not have a level 2 highwayman? No, I mean, we'd only have 2 highwaymen, right? We just got rid of a super garbo one. We'll carry another level 3 for now. None of these guys meet our other requirements.
Persistent.
Level 2 man-at-arms
Righteous traits for a rogue.
is tempting. But I think for now, just carrying that, hey, do not ever try to be goofy about this, okay? Give him that. We have our first level 6 unit. I cannot complain about this. We've been boss killing machines thus far. This is our first champion boss. The Necromancer Lord. The Necromancer's Collar. Yikes, this is a trophy? I guess it's specific to that boss, perhaps. We definitely don't need either of these trinkets, because we literally have them both. But I like the idea of just blitzing through some of these guys, don't get me wrong. I think it would be a wise time to level up some more scrubs as well, though. A short veteran mission. We don't want to be doing apprentice ones at this point in our careers. The restraining padlock seems like a good choice to keep for the abomination, and we need these tremendously. This is a long veteran mission, though. It's a room battle related mission. I feel like Fort Knox should come out. We need to bring out... Let's get more of you guys leveled up to at least 5. Cats, come on out. Your AoE heals will be good for a long-term engagement, like this one, for instance. We have Murdoch and Phoenix. Perhaps the Man-at-Arms isn't a bad idea. We want our Man-at-Arms to improve. How do we improve him? Take him on missions, my friendo. We don't have a particularly raw damage man right now, though. We're going to the Warrens. Lead is good for the Warrens, I believe. So Bouchard, you're coming out. So you better get this brownies down in. Let's get them trinkets going. How about you? You can, of course, have your super rare trinket because it's super rare. Does that mean you get our damage one, though? Nah. This boy gets the damage one. Are you crazy? Do we have anything that we would consider to be extremely relevant for you? Don't you have something that is your own? We have something for the man-at-arms, don't we? No? Berserk Charm is good. Get that damage rolling in. Get even more damage rolling in. The speed is offset. The stress is increased farther. That scares me on a long mission. Oh, we do have, there it is. HP and loss of speed. It doesn't offset this though. In fact, we still gain. Antiquarian, you can go ahead and carry your stuff. Healing skills. It's been actually a minute since we've taken a Vestal, which it kind of makes me sad because I love the Vestal. Vestal's very nice. Healing skills and minus more HP. I want your heals to be off the chain. Like, this is 55% bonus healing that we're going to be doing here. I just want that to be made very clear. We will begin our provisions. This is a long Warren's level. Let's go ahead and do the prep that we would do normally, right? Let's do the prep that we would normally do, and we'll see where it lands on the scale of what the game thinks we should take. Now let's see what the game has, or what my guide here, or my notes, sorry, have to say about this. I wrote them down. Okay, you heard me say it. This is paper. Listen to this. That's paper, okay? Okay, it's paper. I didn't print a guide. I didn't pull up another window. I'm only running one monitor right now, okay? I want to change that in the future, don't get me wrong. But, shush. And listen now while we read. 16 to 20 food. This would suggest I've over-prepared. I didn't bring... Yeah, I brought keys. I brought keys. Don't worry. 2 to 4. We got 4. Right on cue. Anti-venom, 0 to 3. Perfect. Bandages, 3 to 4. Fine, I'll take 3. Medicinal herbs, 3 to 5. Look at that. Skeleton keys, 2 to 4. Boom. We'll take 1 less. Holy water, 3 to 4. Take 3. I'll humor you. Torches, 16 to 20. Underprepared. Boom. Boom. We only have 3 open slots, and we have an antiquarian again. So, you know. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Are we making the same mistake we made literally moments ago? Perhaps.
They breed quickly down there in the dark.
100% room battles.
But perhaps we can slay them even faster.
Hush for a moment, please. I can't see the path. I mean, at the end of the day, we can go shoom, 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 shoom. Shoom, 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 shoom. And circle our way back. Or we can kind of do something similar going the other way as well. I try to always remove negative quirks that force our people to interact with certain objects in the world. Because it makes the antiquarian's life extremely difficult and takes away a lot of the reason that you even bring one in the first place. And that's loot skis. No surprises? No surprises, there's no surprises. How's that sound? Don't give me a disease immediately or I'll cry. We haven't taken one of our boys here in a while either. I should run Protect Me on our repostman. It's been a while since we've run this setup either. And Protect Me there would have actually brought him aboard. Bleed! Bleed, you pigs! So we probably want our man-at-arms to be faster than a literal slug? Don't get me wrong. That's true. Ha-cha-cha! Are you still alive? I feel like our damage output left something to be desired. Fits? Hold on. Chill out over there. Fits. +3 speed, but loses accuracy and crit. I mean, hey, he's faster. Could you die, sir?
Continue the onslaught.
You're dead.
Destroy
Next
them
turn.
all.
Perhaps popping a bolster immediately is in the cards for us? Maybe that's a first turn type of move for our man, is to bolster? And see, he dodged. Look at that. I thank the man-at-arms for that entirely. Ka-chow!
Their formation is broken.
Yeah, bleed the corpse.
Maintain the
Extremely
offensive.
relevant. Goodbye, sir. You didn't move? Let's make that start happening. If someone targets her, they're targeting him, and he'll riposte them. His damage isn't to sneeze at.
This
Huge
is how
crit.
life is taken.
That's like a lot of loot. What do we know about you?
And driven into
We
the
don't know
mud.
a darn thing about you other than you can inflict a grievous amount of stress to us. Perhaps holy water? Nuh-uh. Medicinal herbs? Nah. Bandages? Nah. Torch? Nah. Antivenom. Antivenom. Okay. Keep your secrets. Room battles. Okay. Doesn't help us at all. Heirlooms. Give me that money. How's the counter looking right now? 1,500 gold. Right now, that's not a lot. Oh, it's gonna get there. Holster. Let's just never. He's now the fastest unit instead of being the slowest unit to ever live. We did kind of set them up to always attack him, just because of the fact that, you know, a crazy crit plus bleed could have been lethal there, but our dodge is buffed now with that, and it's immediate. Maybe it's still the right call to activate riposte instead of dodge, especially if we think we can survive it,
Confidence
which I
surges as the
have
enemy
moderate
crumbles.
confidence we can survive such a thing. So actually, I think I'm going to start retribution immediately from now on. He should still be fast, right? Or is it only a turn one type of deal? He still gets his riposte. See, so now it's going to hit him instead, and he's going to say nah. But we also have that buff dodge, so he can dodge and then still riposte. Which is quite a good 1-2 punch, if I do say so myself.
As the
Go ahead and
fiend
kill the
falls,
stress dealer.
a faint
I'm
hope
more confident in our
blossoms.
ability to survive damage than I am our ability to survive anything else.
Press this
Antiquarian bringing the
advantage.
kills.
Give them no quarter.
Yikes! We've been punished for our loot. Papa Torch. Take that immediately without even considering anything else. See, our over-preparedness, it bites me in the booty every time. Yeah, that's not
Such
linger, I
blockages are
agree.
unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the
No
earliest
combat here, we know
settlers.
that. Get that torch and probably some more loot. Can't use it, but we
As
can't
the
take it,
light
but we can
gains
use
purchase,
it. Hunger check.
spirits are
Fine,
lifted.
perfect, great.
And purpose
I need
is
more.
made clear.
Hey, stealth units is, however, something that we are still not prepared for in our current state. I can't dispute that. We're not prepared for that yet. Would bellowing be stealth? It wouldn't. You know what? You're not even hitting ever with that. So that saddens me, like, to an extreme degree. Yeah, go ahead. You're gonna vomit on this guy. He's gonna punch you! He already has a disease. What's he care? Yeah, that's a double kill for him, and he didn't get a disease or take any damage. Joke is on you. Okay.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
We're just gonna have to let him smack us for quite some time. I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of it at all. Actually, I can actually maybe hit them now. That debuff, I believe, is in order, though. We're gonna hit one of them.
A devastating blow.
And riposts can continue to hit. So basically, right now, she just keeps us alive until we eventually make things happen. He still has riposte for one more round of attacks, and they're gonna try it again. He's gonna punish him, because that's what he does. Hello. Oh, cheeky.
Success so clearly in view.
I mean, those were
Or
both
is it
okay
merely
trinkets,
a trick
and I could have
of the
sold them for
light?
decent munsies in the future. We don't know if going in... What do we know? We know a lot about you. Do we know that holy water gives money? Well, let's do it.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
Not probably worth it. We got a surprise on this. I think we've gotten more surprises mathematically. Bolster is probably a good call this time. I think bolster's a good call.
The blood quickens.
And we won't take as much stress from this boy either. What's his stun? What's our stun? Ugh. We might pull it off.
Well struck.
We've done it. What's your bleed? I mean, yeah, we're leaving Pigman unattended. The quicker we make this guy not exist, the better. Big stun. How fast are you? You're not the slowest thing I've ever seen. Okay. Finally hit with that skill, but it did literally nothing. Your prot is what's making me upset right now. We need to do 1 damage to you. Yowza! Can you use your skill now because of that jerkwad? Could have healed there. We're gonna test it out here, dude. Hey. Okay. Waste of time. That was
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Whew. I want that money. I want that money.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Cannot take it. We can't take it. Holy water again. Bring it on. Clears up a spot that we can put this Garbo in. No whammies. hate it. Can I just make it clear that I hate it? Every one of yous, get bolstered. I'm scared of this thing. I've never been more afraid of anything in my life. Weaken, pray he's weakening me for him. Oh no. This is Veriscure. Stuns are theoretical for your next go around. And we've done it. Oh no. I'm scared. Can I just make it clear that I'm scared? You're not useful right now, I think, is the key to this. I mean, is Retribution even going to be that strong here? Maybe not. He's going to retreat now, right? So... he makes it look like he hurts himself when he does that, but I don't guess that he does.
Impressive.
That's a big move. You have 42 health remaining. You have 38 health remaining. Your bleed is also very high, so I think we just try to keep stacking on him instead. 9 per. This guy is so strong. This guy had less protection. Maybe we should have gone for him first.
Inspiration.
Don't hit him. No!
And now the true test.
You're not bleeding or are blighted, though.
Expire.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm so scared, though. Come back to me! You're dead. Something that removes mortality problems is a big one. That's a big miss as well. Goodbye to you. Come back up front. Now let all my people just absolutely bash you in the next week, please. You're probably not gonna get. Ooh, I stand. Right. Ooh, cats out here slapping them around. Huge. Absolutely critical that we dodge that.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
Can't take much of that. We took some. Okay. Now let's just chill out a bit with that one. So what are we looking forward to? We're looking forward to a camp potentially in this room. Hey! Could you guys chill with, like, the enormous and scary anemones? Set him up for an easy kill. Let's get Retribution going now. Yeah, it stinks a little bit. Hey, that's gonna be bad. Critical. I would prefer that you don't no diseases, though. Right? I mean, it isn't insignificant. I'll give you that. Okay, it's dead. You know what? Our Vestal is putting the hurt on him a bit. Like, I can't even lie to you. Crit before there. I mean, it'd be nice if the bleed itself could crit as well, but it caused like a gash or something. You can't be hit by this guy because you can't survive a hit from this guy. You could have survived that one, but that's not the point. Stunning our healer though, that's the right call. Oh, your riposte is gone. Maybe foolish. Oh no.
Festering fear consumes the mind.
Keep protecting, by the way, because You just don't have enough health to play this kind of a game. You're incredibly dead. Party heals there, get everyone up a little bit. It'd be nice if everyone else could go first. Maybe not the wisest choice for the heal right there. Get bellowed, you weirdo.
The death by inches.
We still don't know what you do. Still don't know how to make you move. Nope. A map inside. How good's the map? The map was not the best I've ever seen, but we know we can get to the next place safely, so perhaps worth it. Lootski,
A
holy
handsome
cow.
reward for a task well performed.
We're getting a lot of loot that we can't take, which is we can literally only carry 3 portraits. We can carry, I'm sorry, 3 portraits. $50, $60, $70, $70. Yep.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Don't judge me. First camp. Let's go.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the
Do we have a
horrors.
prevents nighttime ambush? Nah. So, okay, we could get ambushed. Do we have a disease cure? All companions minus stress, and then prot helps for the future. Good. All companions plus 10 damage? Yeah. One companion act and dodge for 4 battles. That to him. We have 2 remaining. Minus stress on you. Would have been better to use it on you, but that's okay. No ambushes allowed, please. No whammies. I feel like the ambush percentage chance is very high.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
We may annoyingly need to go several directions to make this work. Here's a fight. Could you not throw this guy at me literally every time? Though?
A powerful
A good crit.
blow.
I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy. He resisted the bleed? Pardon me? Ah! We can't even riposte on a howl. How did you get a disease from that? What does that do? Plus 30 stress! That's not good at all. I'm getting upset. George is getting upset. Please bleed him. Thank you. Corpses are annoying. Okay, well, here's the thing. He keeps howling, she's gonna be in just a horrible place. Don't howl. Skull toss somebody. Do not howl! Oh, no.
The
Oh,
birthplace
nah.
of dread.
This is a problem. Is this lethal? It is not. Yeah. Thank you. He is now dead. He is deceased. And all is well.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Okay. I don't entirely know what that means. Oh, hello. I'd prefer that we got more than single room scouts happening. Good work, cancel. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that this... Okay, guys, with the horror and whatnot, chill out. Surprisingly, we need to really make up our mind as to what we want to do first. I love the bolster. We haven't been doing it, and that's fine.
A singular strike.
You couldn't have critted for one more, though? Like, I know that's selfish, but... There you go. All's forgiven. I was going to use that attack anyway, so all's forgiven. That's an attack, dude. Hit him back. Scaredy cat. Oh, he bleeds everyone out. Well, I don't know. That's not the case. Thought maybe he bled everyone else on the way by. Okay, yeah, just smack the corpse. The corpse is gonna go away after that now, though. I mean, he's marked, so he's probably gonna get attacked. Let's be honest.
Great
Goodbye.
is the weapon that cuts on its own.
I agree. Haha! Whoops. I mean, you know, all's well that ends well, I reckon. It hasn't ended well yet, but... Hello, you're back. Well, not really yet. You're back next turn, no. Bleed him? Thank you. You can't retreat now, so you just gotta smack people. Yeah, that's right, you can't retreat anymore. Get over it. I hate that our antiquarian is who we're allowing to do this kind of damage, but we need to do 6 damage to you. Mission accomplished. Goodbye.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
We don't at all need another shovel.
Glittering gold.
It
trinkets and
hurts me
baubles.
so bad to just
Paid
not
for
be
in
able to
blood.
take these things. I mean, we gotta forego the money, I think, here. We don't know if it's combat here because we're scouting. While we've gotten a lot of it, it's been
Find that
kind
such
of
missteps are the
derpy,
exception.
if I might be
not the
honest with
rule.
you. If I had found a map right there that told me what was in this room, I would have been alarmed. Oh, well, we had to come here anyway, so I guess all is well. What are you talking about? Surprised. Hoi. Hoi, Chimamba. Don't allow yourself to be attacked, and allow the repose to have more chances. Okay. Okay.
Eradicated.
Don't mind if I do. Yikes! Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Obliterated.
The riposte is absolutely crushing it. I mean, your fellow, however, is super not. This is a kill all day right here. Bleed him. Got him!
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
You can get absolutely reposted into next year. Why are you attacking this guy right now? Like, what makes you think? Don't let him go again. Oh my gosh. Minus 10% resistance. I'm getting upset at the amount of things we can't take.
So too
As I've
will
said
resistance.
in the past. Give me more things that are money. Stop! Oh no.
The match is struck. A blazing star is
That hurt.
born.
And I want to do more. I can't. Only 4 rooms to go. I mean, maybe we could have gotten away with using even more of our resources there. 8 torches is gonna be enough, though. This has got medicinal herbs written on it, but we never hold on to our medicinal herbs for more than 1.8 seconds. Shovels were overkill. We still technically have enough to do a
The
full
way
camp.
is lit. The path is clear. We
A
require
lot of
only
combat.
the strength to follow
Would
it.
you? Why is that happening? Why is that? Why is that happening? Why is that happening? But like, what is that happening? Now again, for this fight, he can't use one of the things I want him to use. Yeah, great. Yeah, great.
The end approaches.
That's what you get. Don't stun her. Na 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 na. Aha, you idiot.
Injury. Palpable fear.
Good and important kill. I guess keep retribution up because, I mean, you can't use your main attack. Okay, so you'll be dead the next turn. Or you'll be dead now. Also viable. You will not quite be dead your next turn. Or you'll be dead now. Chill out. You finally hit it. Congratulations. Look at the antiquarian out here. Refusing to be denied. You will die, actually.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Oh, man, alive. I didn't rearrange you. That's my mistake. You bled though, that's kind of cool. Okay, now Antiquarian, well, not quite. I'll say Antiquarian's kind of set up to finish that herself. Or she's set to get finished off. Oh my gosh. Oh. I can't believe it's not butter. Stop moving him! He just wants to stand there and fight. Thank you. We don't need a lot more damage. Boom. He's dead. He's super dead. Would have preferred a crit for like 15 for everyone, but that's okay. What in the world are you?
Seize this momentum.
Steady bracer?
Push
Nah,
on
nah,
to
nah.
the task's end.
Nope. Now, could there be a room without a fight? No, there can't. If this continues at this pace, it's very possible that we find ourselves in trouble. I'm gonna be honest. I felt pretty decent about how we played thus far. That one's dead. That one is not quite dead. That one is gonna probably be dead. That one didn't get any damage. Light. Not a ton of it though. So fart off. Boom. Bleed him. This one's dead. You're dead next turn. I'd prefer you didn't do that. Oh, you were posted on that one that time? That's confusing. Heal? Good work. Good work! We came out of that one okay.
This expedition at least promises
Being
success.
unable to carry portraits like virtually at all is very sad for me. What does this do? We don't know. Touch it. Buff. Yeah, a damage buff on her. Could you?
Curious is
Could
the
you
trap
not?
maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Could you not? Oh my goodness, a room that did not feature combat. Would you look at it?
Watch your step.
I have nothing to say. Oh my fantas! The surprise is nice, but this has been brutal. I can't lie to you. This has been brutal, and it could still become more brutal. Just give it a moment. A resolve test is possible. Resolve test is possible. And we know what's gonna happen with him. Do not crit him. That's all I ask. Big play. Big play. Big play. You see now our man here, the combo here is very strong. I cannot deny the strength of that combo. And the amount of health that this guy boasts is altogether very nice too. What do we need to do to you alive? Let's just go. Oh. Wowza! You're dead.
The wounds of war can be healed,
Look at
never
that.
hidden.
We'll continue adventuring just to camp. Munch
Circle
on the
in
last
the
of our
dark.
food.
The battle
Knock
may
out
yet
some
be won.
stressies. Mmm. Mmm. Bang. Bang. Look at that. Look at this. We sustained a lot of punishment on this mission. We could even sustain more here. I didn't prevent nighttime ambush. Wow. What a day to be alive. We already know that doesn't work. Key? Shovel? Okay. Well, now we know for sure none of that does anything. See you later.
Their squeals fade. Their confidence is shaken.
30,000. I feel like we could have done a lot better than that. But this trinket's nice. The deeds are nice. The amount of diseases that we're getting nowadays, though, concerning.
You answered the letter. Now, like me, you are a part of this place.
We're getting some caretaker goals done with. Look at that. That's going okay. And then this is just to raise everyone to level 6. I don't think that's incredibly relevant. What's the worst of the ones we got? Oh my gosh, he has 2? Oh, that's right, he does. Well, we know lethargy is worse than the fits. In fact, the fits may even be good. I don't know if diseases mature into anything else if left unchecked. Can we do anything else in terms of that? Number of medical ward slots, 2-3. Hold off on that for one memento, if you would. We have enough money to do some more treatments. I don't know what claustrophobia is going to do to you, but how about we don't let it happen at all? White fly. Get rid of that as well. I think that's good. I think that's good, without a doubt. We've had excellent luck lately with needing to do essentially 0 stress relief. Like, we've done very well in that regard. Hellion. She's only level 2?
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
She's only level 2. Don't get me wrong, that's not great. And what that tells me is that this one doesn't need to exist. Goodbye.
Send this one to journey elsewhere, for we have need of sterner stock.
That time, I liked what he said. A lot of times, he's a little harsh. A lot of times, he kind of makes me feel sad. We need so many more deeds than we have to make either of those happen. So deeds it is then, right? Let's go for deeds. Mr. Deeds. Unlikely to happen. This does not give deeds. This is deeds. Hello. Sunshine in the thicket. Right here, some deeds. We want deeds, but we also want to just smack the crap out of some bosses. Ooh, okay. That is, I mean, that's a lot of crafts. One alluring siren. Sorry about the noise there. Oh my gosh. So this is a cove-related person, right? Okay. If we're gonna fight the siren, I'll you get out of here for a moment. So you can focus her. Blight is possible. Okay. This is all good to know. Hold on though. Before we do such a commitment, let's just think about this. Lower debuff resistors, so Antiquarian is viable to take because she'll likely take the Antiquarian from you. What is your... oh my goodness. Accuracy and damage. And you get a lot of stress. You got nothing that says you shouldn't come with, right? It's weird. Don't get me wrong, it's very weird. But, oh, this is a buff to yourself. Buff target. Perhaps using Get Down for yourself is a big play. I think that might be a big play just because if it's gonna target her like all the time essentially, like where are we looking at here? Debuff resist is what we're looking at. It's 50%. Okay, yeah, so I mean it's likely that she's gonna be the first target. So it's gonna be weird, but we are gonna take her. Let's go ahead and give her her trinkets. Are hers even really relevant? Healing skills and more HP? Probably wise. She's also quite quick and nimble when she needs to be. This means she's viable. We need to have units that can move, that can get themselves back into position should things go awry. So likely having folks like Hellions, Highwaymen, perhaps our newfangled boy here is also viable with Holy Lance. Do not take the Man-at-Arms. Make sure your own party is decently countered. Fair. Him with Holy Lance, I think, is viable. Having a Tutor is viable. What can you not do from the front? You can't use your Holy Lance, right? But I think just having it is a wise call. So what do we want our healer to be? I mean, I feel like some good work has been done here. Yes. This is strange. It is very strange. This I can't dispute and would never want to. Now what all do you have? You have a dodge and a speed? But your range stuff goes down? I hate it. Gunslinger, man. Mallet. You. Virtue chance, we minus your stress as well. Prot and dodge is good. Suncloak might be the way we go with you. Or perhaps even a legendary bracer. We'll go legendary bracer on you. You have your stuff, you have your stuff. You need your healings. Vestal might be a bad idea. I don't know. Like, she's gonna heal if she takes her. What are your resistances? Your debuff is that. So this guy will never be targeted because he has the highest debuff resist. Is this what we want? This is what we want, the Siren. This is a medium cove level. The cove scares me a good deal. All the areas scare me a good deal. Now let's check the notes here and see how that compares to what we're taking. It's a medium mission, 16 to 20 food, fair. Shovels, 4 to 5, fair. Anti-venom, 0 to 2, we'll knock that down a peg. Bandages, 3 to 4, fair. We'll even go up one. Medicinal herbs, 3 to 4, fair. Skeleton keys, 2 to 3. Holy water, 0 to 2. We're fighting a boss, so I'm gonna go one above the peg there. Torches, 12. Alright. It's a weird setup to take an antiquarian into a
In
boss fight.
financial desperation, I struck a bargain with the ancient things that surfaced in search of sacrifice when the moon was right. Their price was the delivery of an obscure idol and one other item of more troubling portent. The pact struck. My newfound accomplices slipped silently beneath the brackish water. A fearful stirring at the edge of the torchlight betrayed a familiar witness and gifted me with malign inspiration.
Okay.
I always wondered what became of the unfortunate little waif.
I believe he said that the last time we came in here. She became a horrible beast. That's what became of her. Let's just make that clear right now. Bas relief. We really don't know if anything happens to interact with this. And for like again, we're on a boss fight. We're not gonna toy around with such trivial pursuits. Just the boss. Alright, I didn't think so, Tim. Hello, you're new. Yuka Crusher. This is a bleed boy. This is a super bleed boy. We do not want you to ever go, but you're gonna. I don't know if knocking you back is relevant, but it might be. Is your stun? It's possible to stun you. Didn't work. Bleed, probably a lot of it. Ease one.
Press this advantage.
Good start.
Give them no quarter.
We can't. Let's split it. Hold off. Hold the phone. Great crit. Do not pinch him again. If you pinch him again, he's in bad shape. That is an incredible crit. His prot is really high, so the fact that we're hitting these is good. Set him up for the easiest kill of 2019.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
Yeah, that bleed sucks. Don't get me wrong. We'll just go ahead and get rid of it. I hate the fact that you're stealth. We could bypass it technically. Big start, as always. Big start. Stress on you, I don't love. That I don't love either. I don't like that you're nickel and diming me right now. You're tempting me to not use heals, and that's a very scary idea.
Obliterated.
The fact of the matter is that Shake up here is a high damage boy. He fears no man. You're de-stealth. We put you in a position where somebody can harm you. Do not do that. Actually, it's fine, I guess. That's less fine. Okay, Shake. Okay, or don't kill either corpse. It would have been kind of nice to kill either of the corpses there. Good dodge, though. No, 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 no. Resist it? Maybe could have gotten away with an attack right there. Probably should have. I mean, we're letting her do all the work right now, which greatly hurts my feelings. Hello. No! This is such slow rolling right now, and I hate it. Do that, and then let's hope that... Oh, well, that's great, actually. It's not great enough. Kill the stress dealer.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
You kill that one. What have we learned? We've learned that our ability to hit the back line is not the best, but we also know that he can do it should he be
Triumphant
moved.
pride precipitates
Fish
a
idol.
dizzying fall.
Don't know what a fish idol does. Holy water. Woohoo! Why is it always that? And why is it always her? I mean, it makes sense. Don't get me wrong. We don't know. Yikes. Nothing inside. Easy call. We have 2 fights coming up. 2 fights concerns me mildly. Torch up,
The light,
fight.
the promise of safety.
No surprise. Buff. Damage. Ha ha! Damage means nothing in this realm. It may even be wise to do a similar setup that we had at the Man-at-Arms, is that we just like have him start back here and have him move up with the buff, but that's okay. Hee-yaw!
Eradicated. Destroyed.
Okay. Well, here's a chance
Wounds
to
of war can
get more
be
heals
healed.
out. It's unlikely that you do much damage to us, but having you be able to freely stress me is annoying. That's big, because that sets up anyone else that can move.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Can't take that? Let me tell you right now, we're taking it, so I don't care. I've done a decent job of always having the antiquarian selected, so that's a positive. That's a poggers
The
moment.
match is struck. A blazing star is born.
I hate you, though. Big surprise. Maybe not that big, but looking for a lot more. That seems okay. I want you dead. I don't want raw damage coming out. Oh no! Oh no! Pardon you? Joke's on you, I have Holy Lance. Joke's on me, I can't use it. There's a whole lot of jokes on me right now. Just want that to be made clear. She's gonna be up front after I do this, so it's very scary. But she's protected by him now, and he's now a likely target, I'd say. I'd prefer you stopped doing that. Oh yeah? How does one return sound?
The way
Okay.
is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
This fight is not going well. Let me be the first to admit that. This fight's going incredibly poorly. Please
A
be stunned.
singular strike.
Thank you.
Their formation is broken. Maintain
Maybe
the
it's
offensive.
wise to actually start him back a slot and let him open with the Holy Lance. I don't know. Maybe it's wise to start them both in the back and just let them punch their way up to the front. That's incredibly big. 'Cause that bleed is terrifying. As much as I want to hit this guy more, I need heals.
Compassion is a
Fives
rarity
aren't great.
in the fevered pitch of battle.
Don't stun. Ah! This guy's incredibly annoying. Thank you. That probably gets us the kill, I think.
Confluence of skill and purpose.
It should get us the kill, for crying out loud. I don't know how many times we've had to hit this guy. Yeah, 16 damage now. The most you've done to him for the entirety of the fight. Everyone get back in order. Get back in order. Well, now we know what this does. So for Carbo, plus damage until camp. this one do? Medicinal herbs. Let's try that. Witness quirk removed. Ayo! Good dodge, my man.
In Radiance, may we find
Boss could be
victory.
anywhere right now. That's the most important scout we've ever had. There's the boss. His heals. Not much. So there's a debate to be had, right? We could keep his damage buff and go in like this. But we will not do something so crazy.
A moment of respite. A chance to
He has a
steel
skill that
oneself against
can
the coming
make it
horrors.
okay. We prevented the ambush of the night. Let's make him extraordinarily resistant to all things. Let's make him a monster of unparalleled proportions. We will not... I'd prefer for it not to be stress that we go in with, because I will do it that way. Okay. Rest it up. We will not be ambushed. Our health is full, I think. Our stress is low. For sure.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are
Now,
lifted, and purpose
Here's
is
what
made
I
clear.
ask. Is it what is Holy Lance's let's look at you for a moment here. A lot of damage versus the unholy and all that. Perhaps it's worth it to allow you to start in Holy Lance range and then start smacking around. I don't know. I don't know what the better call is. This lineup has worked. We're gonna hope whatever we fight here isn't terrible. The damage is frightening. But if it's just raw damage, we can survive that. We can survive raw damage. It doesn't concern me.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
See, we can heal it back. I'm not at all worried about that. This fight's gone extraordinarily the way we would want it to go. Set him up to be killed, please. He's very set up. He's probably gonna move though. That's fine. Okay, perfect. That fight went incredibly well. There is
As
a literal
victories mount,
0% chance that
so
we fight
too
the
will
Shambler.
resistance.
I'm sorry. Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
The
Hello.
aquatic devils have remade the poor girl in their image. She is their queen and their slave.
I think it's more pivotal that this guy actually is protected from her desires on him. You've resisted it? That's incredible. 49 damage right off the rip is delightful. Although I hate the fact that that's how that's gonna work. Okay, so actually we don't use the guard here, we've learned. Stun it? Nice! This is an excellent start. Have we gotten lucky? Yeah. For sure. Get down, please. We've halfway killed it, pretty much. And that's exactly who we want you to take. That dodge is not good, though. For the tides. Oof. Sorry about that. That one makes me feel bad. I'm sorry about that for sure. Do we have something for that? Indeed. Get point blanked. Get smashed. My dude. Get smashed. Now I'm kind of scared we're gonna kill. Okay, all is forgiven. The riposte is actually terrifying. So we could have killed our antiquarian via riposte. You're not supposed to ever be targeted. I want that to be made clear. High tide. You've just now elected to summon.
Hideous matriarch, vile queen of the aquatic
It's too
depths.
late.
She has no place in the same world.
Oh, how dare you assume we don't want the blueprint? Blasphemy. We're just out here making fools of these bosses. We got 12,000 goldies. We got an occultist thing here that's gonna help us for our late stage battles. Hemophilia, blood, not good, not good. Okay, diseases? Chill.
Your soldiers' minds are
The
mired in
dog is
malignancy.
rising.
Fear has taken root.
Okay, so don't go on a boss fight next time. That's what I've learned.
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
Is a bounty hunter something that we really actually want? I don't know. Maybe. Do you want another bounty hunter?
Send this one to journey elsewhere. For we
Perhaps
have need
not.
of sterner stock.
You have multiple diseases, which is just the most annoying. I mean, that one's not critical, so if that was to evolve into something, all would be okay. Lead resist, though, that's not. Get rid of that. Torn rotator, that's fine. Do you have anything that I hate right off the bat that I want to get rid of? Town only drink? No. It's cheap to get rid of that for you early, so I don't mind doing it. Are we getting closer to any of this? We didn't get any deeds out of that really, so not really. But what could we accomplish if we just freaking went buck wild? For this many, we could get a whole lot. How many do we need, right? We need 26. And then we can make our weapon.
Fan the flames, mold the metal. We are raising an army.
Yeah, we are. It'd be nice to reduce cost, though. Let's not mince words here. So what does that tell me? That tells me only the top dogs are getting this upgrade immediately. Only the tippy top dogs. Thunder and lightning. Millicent. Most of our units can't even take advantage of it, so. Whitefly. I mean, sure, you can have it. Well, say I never did nothing for you. I don't think it's incredibly relevant to make that happen for all of you guys, but probably the armor is more relevant for your futures. Alright. You get the last one. That's perfect, actually. Our money kind of took a big hit there, but we're stronger. The thing is we're so much stronger. Look at this, man. The champion ones are creeping in. Champion missions are creeping in. Unstable flesh. No, we want deeds, though, is the thing. Oh yeah, we don't want to fight a boss because of this terrible town event. A short veteran for deeds. A short wimpy for deeds. Short veteran for deeds it is, I think. Short veteran for deeds it is. This is a good time to take some units we want leveled, I think. Who all do we want leveled? We need this occultist leveled, but a veteran is too much for him. So we'll take this occultist instead. Do we have what we want on you? Nah. Is this how we want to roll with you? Yeah. That's how we want to roll with you. We want you leveled up, faux show. We want Tibbs leveled up because we know he's going to be extremely useful. Basically anything that's level 3 right now that we want in the future, we want it to be strong. Lenom? Do you even have a future with us? I don't know. I don't know if you do. I mean, my boy Auburn hasn't seen the light of day for a minute. What are we missing in our top tier units that we want to have in our top tier units? Our heals are pretty strong towards the top. Our blight is like, I don't know. Perhaps we take another of our... We take Pont back out there? We take him back out. 4s and 3s getting the work put in. The Abomination just... he's just not really my type of unit, is the thing. I don't think he supports the way I play very well. Auburn... You know, he's got a bad quirk right now, though, that we want to not have. I don't know. Murdak. It's, you know, Bouchard maybe. Have another of him up there. You don't want a third highwayman to be this strong? That's kind of where my debate is sitting right now. Do I want a third highwayman at this level? I already have 2 very good highwaymen. That's why my concern exists. I guess Auburn's got to come out. It's a short mission. Thank goodness that this exists. Unequip all, I think we already have. You get Dismas's head. And you also get your mask. Well, no, you don't. You probably don't need your mask on this one, because there's not really a lot of bleed and blight to worry about here, if I remember correctly. Now, maybe I don't. That's fair. We don't want stress this time around because of this virtue chance thing being bad. Melee stuff and all that is very nice. We can counteract that with this, but at the same time, I think maybe we just say nah. All these plus stresses are bad given the current thing we have going here. So perhaps we just take that for safety reasons. Healing skills scares me a good deal. Extra stress is so bad. We need not extra stress. Minus 20 stress. Book of Holiness. You, Blightsky. With the addition of... The thing is... Extra stress is not good. Provision. This is a short veteran mission. Boom. The undead will not bleed, but they can be blighted. They can bleed, it's just not likely.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
So now we don't have to care about our inventory quite as much because we don't have our antiquarian to give us bonus things. This is a short mission. We wanted a quick one to power level some of our guys here. And that's what we will do. That spider is dead. This spider is dead.
Cleansed from our lands.
That spider has dodged our attack, therefore is not dead.
A death.
He's probably fast as well. Maybe not the fastest though, come on. Not gonna be enough. Gonna be enough.
Give them no quarter.
Give him no quarter, I agree. Combat? Nope. We're playing through this one very quickly. What does this do again? This gives us muns.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Combat? Already been looted. Admittedly not getting a whole lot on the loot front right now. And the mission's already like a third of the way complete. Hunger check is fine. Doesn't concern me in the least. There's gonna be times that it will be very concerning. Right now is not that time. Right now is not that time. I'm not scared.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Okay, back to where we started. Let's get this thing a-cooking.
If only treasure could.
I still don't know what bookshelves want you to do with them.
Corruption.
Burn them. Nope. Let's bandage them. Let's look for holy water. Let's try hidden. Let's try to depoy. Let's even throw some herbs on. Alrighty then. We learned a lot about the bookshelf and that nothing works with it. So, bleh to you. We will heal. We have killed you. Hey, you know what? Y'all's accuracy troubles
Faint hope blossoms.
are beginning to make me a bit upset. Great dodge. Never mind all the negative things that I've said. Don't let him attack. Ooh, you really tested my patience. All's forgiven.
Annihilated.
I won't hold it against you. As much as I want to, I won't. Not scary. Sort of scary. No! Finally, abyssal artillery. You know?
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
The me. That, however, doesn't. Plague them. Please stop. You're beginning to harm my dear friend Tibaust. He is a sensitive boy. Could you not? Dude. Did I put something on you that increases your dodge capabilities? Bye.
Destroyed.
And then you're dead. Get rid of that Belitsky. Get healed. Okay. You! Point at them as they die.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
True that. Get our one key into this thing. No, we're taking that. Don't even care. For once we can actually make room for things that aren't treasure, so I'm doing it. 100% room battles, so we know that last room has a battle in it. Don't surprise us, that's all I care about. It is slightly annoying that we're not ever getting our lineups the way I want them.
Back to the pit.
What I mean by that is it's not 4 people in a row. If you survive with one... All is forgiven. Oh my goodness, leper.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Do not bleed him again, or I'll cry.
Another one.
Thank you for doing something that I would consider to be
Trifling
clutch.
victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I kind of want that key, but I kind of want both of these things. I have to keep the shovel. There's just no debate about that one, because I need to use the shovel right here.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
It would be a tragedy if there's an obstacle in that hallway. Who's the man for this job? 60, 100. 80 will risk it. What do you do? What makes you tick? I don't know, touch it. Sentimental gifts. That guy was rich.
The light, the promise of safety.
It feels nice to actually be able to pick things up. Not have to throw out 55 things in the process. No obstacle. None, 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 none. Oh, you scared me, Curio. Try again? Alright, well.
Curious is the trap maker's art. His
Okay, I mean, I was
efficacy
about to eat for
unwitnessed
some
by his
help
own
anyway,
eyes.
so fair enough.
Glittering gold, trinkets and
So,
baubles,
food here. Boom,
paid
boom,
for
boom,
in
boom.
blood.
You have full health. You are missing 1 health. You have full health. Boom. In we go. One final combat starts off nicely. Starts off very nicely. Starts off incredibly nicely. Doesn't ignore Prot, so, you know. Would you ever hit
A slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
No, I need to know. Stop attacking me for a minute. One moment, please. Can't help but notice that neither of these reduce your accuracy. You have no accuracy modifier. You suck. You suck and I hate you. I don't want you to feel bad, but you are bad. 17
Surges as the
damage?
enemy crumbles.
Oh, you're unholy, right? No, you do bonus against Eldritch. Thank you for actually hitting a target. Y'all are gonna leave this one alive and this one. What? Why would you guard? You're going to die. That's okay. You're gonna tank that for him, aren't you? Emboldening Vapor, my friend here. Honestly, I just want my man to be set up for the most delightful of kills.
Their formation is broken.
Why are you so you're slow
offensive.
and you can't hit anything? Thank you.
Continue the
Proving me
onslaught.
wrong at last on at least one
Destroy
count.
them all.
Okay, well, just touch it. Hidden treasures. Well, we took everything we found.
More bones returned to rest. Devils remanded to their abyss.
Cut 7 deeds out of that. I mean, you know. We got leveling, though. And no diseases we have to cure.
Awash in
Flagellants?
blood and
Level 0
delusion.
flagellants do
He
not
bears the
interest
burden
me
of
at all.
1,000 lifetimes.
I have no interest in level 0 flagellants. I have moderate interest in a level 3 man-at-arms. I have moderate interest in this. We don't need Offrey, I don't think. We have literally 3 other very capable healers on that same lash. So what that says to me is that we get rid of Offrey,
This one has
place of
become
the man at
vestigial.
arms, and we still keep
Useless.
that extra slot open for the future. Kind of just trading up. We're getting rid of our level 0, 1, and 2 units as much as we can. We only have 1 of any of that classification left. It's just Monthrai. You will not survive, my friend. I'm sorry. Well, you'll live, literally. But you won't do what you want to do with your life. I can almost assure you of that. Blight out? Blights out? Pardon? Oh, that's the name of the team. Blights out. I don't know why it would be called that, because only you blight, right? Maybe you can blight somehow? Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Before we do any of that, let's get some of this extra garbage that we still have treated. What? Was there not... Did both of your things get treated? Whoever was in there? Both of your things got treated? Really? Really? Well, that's cool. Sinua, I hate that one. Get that fixed. Weak grip on life, death blow resist is not something I want in you either. Let's get both of you treated up. Hopefully we don't want a Hellion on a mission here. Unstable Fleisch. Actually, she would have been very good for this. Shut up! So what do we know about this guy? We want blights, I think, like for sure. So you're probably still gonna come along with us, because anything we do to you, it's gonna deal it to all of you. So the Houndmaster is also good, because he bleeds everything. What does this do? -5 crit to range? I mean, that sucks. You go in 3 or 4 slot. Can I move you somewhere? I can't abyssal you from there. I can attempt a stun, but a stun is useless. You can mark and move yourself up to here, which then puts you here, but maybe instead of you, we just roll with 2 of these? We just roll with 2 of you, maybe? We don't have multiple blight skill trinkets, though. Is this what we want? I mean, it'd be nice if Tabaust ever hit units.
Don't get me wrong. We're gonna go ahead and look at our notes, but I feel like this is viable. I really feel like this is viable. The flesh. Blight is great. Obviously. Bleed is doable, less so. Which means the Houndmaster is not perfect, but can still do good work. Plague Doctor's Grenade, of course. Since the flesh is Eldritch, the Occultist. Abyssal Artillery can be strong, but we can't use that with this build. So I think actually I'm going to replace him and get Abyssal Artillery working. Bleed, Blight, and Stun Resist are important and need tanky frontliners. Tanky frontliners would suggest that maybe we bring him back out. Bleed, like it said, is not as viable, but still can work. This guy is tanky, though. And maybe that's how we make that work, is we bring a tanky boy. But we could also level up our newly found Metatarms. Okay, we probably already did this, but let's just do that, do this. Okay, so we want your damage. Bleed, Blight, and Stun Resist. Bleed, Blight. That's at least something. Bleed, Blight, and Stun Resist. Bleed skill chance going down isn't good. That one's unlikely to work. Bleed, Blight, and Stun. Bleed, Blight, and Stun. Bleed, Blight, and Stun, though. Just make you unlikely to be hit. Debuff skill, stun skill. Maybe that's good with you. What else do we want on you, though? Don't know that we really have much else. Yeah, we don't really have a whole lot in the resist regions. Making your proc go up isn't a terrible idea, I think. I don't love, like, any of the options present for you. We're gonna roll that, I think. We're gonna provision. This is a medium Warren's mission. Maybe always taking 4 is a good call, but 5, hold my phone here. Honestly, let's go. Let's go.
I could not store such a prodigious amount of offal, nor could I rid myself of it easily, possessed as it was by unnameable things from outer spheres. When excavations beneath the manor broke through into an ancient network of aqueducts and tunnels, I knew I had found a solution to the problem of disposal.
Did you, though? Because you just put a horrible monster in the sewers.
The thing is more terrible than I can describe. An incoherent jumble of organ, sinew, and bone.
Continues to be gross. Why are you so stressed out? What is your problem? Obsessed with the paranormal? Is that? This isn't paranormal. Why are you so stressed? Tibbs, did I not pay attention to you? I'm sorry. Give us more foodie. That's a lot of food. That's a lot of food. Our food is way too much. Basically, if we ever take damage now, I'm just gonna use it. If we get more food, I'm out. Okay. We didn't.
The match is struck.
A blazing star is born. The thing about this layout is that you could find the boss pretty quickly. Or you could just be left wandering
Such
the halls
blockages
for
are
your entire
unsurprising.
life.
These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
And from what I researched, you need less shovels here technically if you have high scouting, and you can just kind of avoid them. We're gonna get a resolve test because I'm a moron and brought already stressed units without paying attention. Tetanus! Accuracy is such a bad thing to have happen to him.
Grievous injury.
Okay.
Palpable fear.
That dodge is pivotal for our future right now.
The ground quakes.
You have 9 coming off of you? It's almost lethal. Is lethal now.
Press this advantage.
No more diseases.
Give them no quarter.
Okay? Decent. Is good, and for once you're not saving your clutch heals for the boss, but that does scare me a bit that maybe you're gonna stop being clutch for the boss. No crits is all I ask. Because of my stupidity, I've got to kind of be careful. Is that lethal? Easily. Supper?
Inspiration and improvement.
Mostly useless, but hey, we're at full HP.
Slowly.
Crit heal could have done some stress stuff, so
This is how a life
don't
is taken.
at me, bro. I feel good about how this has begun, other than the unnecessary high stress that we have inflicted on ourselves.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
There's the boss. You see that? You see that? Huge.
A spark without kindling.
Would have preferred you were the
without
unnecessarily high stress one, because you can kind of fix that yourself, but you don't have a prevent nighttime. Oh, a disease. But you have the disease. You can't. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, just kind of de-stress each other a bit, if you would. Pep talk him, give him the raw stress heal. I mean, you already let the mask down. That's a good buff, though. We don't need wound care, we don't need extra stress. You're gonna have reduced stress for the rest of the battles anyway, so we're just gonna hope that that's enough. It won't be. Holy waters, okay. Purge evil and restore purity can be
In
also
radiance,
to
may
increase
we
resistance.
find victory.
I think increasing resistance is very important, according to what we've researched.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
No
Hey,
playing around, we
foreign
use our
blood.
highest disarm just in case. It's you. You've done it. I'm proud of you.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Let's do this thing.
Squirming, contorting, and ever expanding. This horror must be unmade.
So he's gonna get a lot of heat. That does not make sense. This iteration is not scary at all because it can't harm me, but I can't really harm him either. Get abyssal, son! Probably should have wakened you, but stop. Why do you continue to move? Okay, they healed back literally all the things I did there. That's important. Both fled. That's incredible. Led both blighted. Incredible start. No! Ooh, I hate that. Ooh, I hate that. Scary. I'm scared. Don't bleed yourself. The DOTs are very important for this fight's chance of success. I hate it. I should have cured his blight. That was a misplay there. The high prot there kind of makes that just an annoying spot for the leper to be in. Okay, he's bringing more heals out, which is fair. But we're more than canceling his heals. They're DOTs right now. I hate that he's got to keep applying heals to himself. And I hate that I can't cure him right now. I need to just keep stacking. It's of pivotal importance. And maybe it isn't, because the only reason he's even keeping up with us at all right now is because he's maintaining these healing units. We've got 27 coming off of each of these. We've almost got this guy to the point where he's done.
A powerful blow.
That's 31 damage from each. I mean, I think he's dead. I think he's like super dead though.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Let these two move. Once this one gets to move, it's over.
It is as grotesque in death as it was in life.
So many bosses slain.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
We're slaying bosses left and right. With no regard.
Even these
Free upgrade of a building.
Their uses.
That
Put them to work.
is incredible. Give me that for free, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What do you got here? Nothing I am greatly concerned with.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
So we're starting to get more and more of the things here. Conclude the final stage of your campaign. We got, well, I mean, we're getting some of the journal stuff done pretty well too, actually. We've done a really good job on those. We could even read some of them. I think that's for a later time. It's been about a 3-hour stream so far. I think I might take a break for a little while and return later tonight. But let me ensure everything is in order for when I return. We made an incredible amount of progress, by the way. Upgraded. We haven't been able to upgrade our... Ooh, we can, in fact, upgrade this. We can upgrade our skills. That's...
Every creature has a weakness. The wise hero trains for what he will face.
So, what this means to me now is that we need money, because we now have access to max level armor and to max level skills. So, our next objective will be to probably get some money. We fought a lot of bosses, so we can take a short break from bosses. What all do we have lined up? There's a whole lot of champion stuff happening here, and that's incredible. It's awesome. But that's what we're gonna do when we come back, is probably get some money, and then maybe continue our conquest of finishing off all of the medium or the veteran bosses. We did so many though, and I'm extremely happy with where we are in that regard. Let's get people into treatment. We want everything to be essentially started for when we return. We just want to get rid of some of our more upsetting ones, right? No, this is irrelevant. Get out of here. The Blutomania. Cleanliness. Don't know what that means. That's expensive. Night blindness. Obsessed with the paranormal. We'll treat that. Mallet. Speed. Let's just get both of you treated. Okay. So now when we return, everything is in a good order. All of our trinkets are returned. I always do that 15 times. Don't worry about it. We got mostly what we want out of our roster right now, with a couple of spots up for grabs. Like we could use... Well, I don't know what else we super need, but we do need some things. We'll figure that out at a later time, but for now, thank you guys for checking it out. And I will see you all hopefully later tonight, and if not, very soon. Bye-bye.